If you woke up one day and found out that 750,000 naira disappeared from your account, what would you do? OB Keeng to ease no eye, coming out with the music to ease your mind. Hi guys, it's OB Keeng once again in the house with another exciting video for you guys. And if you are wondering why my voice sounds so sexy, I made some changes to the studio and I hope you guys like them. Today I'm talking about the rising epidemic of bank drama. I've noticed lately that there are so many issues and bank complaints. In fact, it's become a meme online to see people complaining in the bank in so many different creative ways because they had one issue or the other. Bank drama is something that affects us all. I mean, if it hasn't affected you before, at least the fear and the foreboding of waking up one day to see money has disappeared from your account and your bank that has pledged to protect your money, they say they can't do anything about it. What would you do? So I made a compilation of these online videos of customers complaining to their banks. I'm going to watch these videos with you guys and break down what happened in each incident. Here we go. Okay, the first video I have on my list is the one in the intro. It's the one that happened most recently. A lady, upon discovering that 750,000 naira disappeared from her account mysteriously, went to the bank to lay her complaint and she basically turned into Spider-Man. Nobody was paying her any attention. So upon seeing this, she jumped the counter. I don't know what she was thinking that she would do upon getting there, but it didn't end well for her. They called security. Personally, I think I've only had really pressing issues with my bank when I was in the university. Then I used to bank with Intercontinental Bank. Intercontinental Bank is no longer in existence. I think they merged to form Access Bank right now. Incessant debit alerts started coming in, like unexplained debit alerts at the time. I wasn't the only one experiencing it. There was a whole period where students would line up at the banks, would queue up every day because of such issues. And upon discovering mine, I didn't even bother like laying complaints. I just saw the pattern forming and I just decided to withdraw all my money and transfer to UBA. At the time, UBA had crazy charges for debits. I mean, I only moved because I wanted to avoid that issue of unexplained debit alerts. I'm not saying UBA is totally free from this issue, but in my experience, since I've started using UBA, I haven't really had any issue with them. I also bank with GTB because when they were coming up, they were like a modern generation bank. But for some reason, their debit alerts seem to be the most damning. Like I recently reactivated my DOM account and the first thing that happened was 1,000 naira disappeared from my account. Card maintenance. I don't know if it's something that happens every month. I remember it's part of the reasons that I left my account fallow at the time. The customer service at the bank, any bank I've gone to, they don't always seem very cheerful. I myself have some experience in customer service, so I understand why. Imagine coming to work every day and all you hear is people's complaints, and most customers, especially in Nigeria, they are not going to take the time to understand that you are a cog in the wheel. Basically, they see you as the bank. When you are not attending to their problem sufficiently, they see it that the bank is not attending to the problem sufficiently. But because of the many economic issues we face in Nigeria, our customer service representatives, most times they have many issues of their own they are thinking about, so they don't even have time to empathize with your issue. Okay, I've spoken too much. Let's just get into the videos and laugh first. This is the action music. Oh, Spider-Man! This is not funny actually. It's not funny. From the colors, you can tell that it's GTB Bank. Like they are the ones with the classic orange in Nigeria. If 750,000 naira disappeared from a customer's account, shouldn't the bank too be concerned with what's going on? Money is disappearing from your customer's account. They all look like nonchalant, even while the arrest is ongoing. When she jumped the counter to the other side, everybody still just looked unconcerned, especially those in the line. Well, there's no audio to know what was going on, if they were shouting or anything, but that's just how it looks like from this video. Another thing I've noticed about these kinds of videos is if you look into the comment sections of where they are from, people responding, they are in agreement with what's going on. Like, they are saying, yeah, you should scatter the bank if you discover that you've lost money. And this is because so many Nigerians can relate. To gain finances in Nigeria is already so hard. So when this kind of thing happens, sometimes it feels like the bank is trying to cheat you. You know, there's this air of everybody is trying to steal from you, times are hard. So when something like this happens, you just have to shalaye, you know, to get your money back, otherwise it will disappear forever. And that's what's going on. Most of the videos we'll be watching, they are from Instablog. Shout out to Instablog. Although I don't know why they always put their watermarks on the videos. It's not their video. It's not like they have copyright over the video, so it's just a marketing tactic. But I can understand. Well done, Instablog. When they try. Okay, this next video I thought was just very ridiculous. A lady came into the bank. I guess it was a verification issue because we do that a lot these days with the BVN. So she submitted her passport to the teller. For some reason, the teller stamped her passport visa page. I just think it's funny to see security locking in the background because I guess he knows what's about to happen. She's about to go off. Why are you stamping her passport as a teller? I don't even understand what they are trying to explain to her here. It's just a ridiculous situation. The person personally might have been trying to manifest their own visa acceptance. So they stamped another person's passport. And this issue seems funny, but at the end of the day, if she submits that passport to an embassy and they are looking through the pages and they see a bank stamp on the visa page, it's going to influence their decision on whether you can travel to their country in some way. Either it gets them to laugh, or it gets them confused, or it gets them concerned. They might end up like calling the bank. They might think you have some financial issues. For some funny reason, you might end up not getting a visa you applied for because you have a bank stamp on your visa page. I hope her issue was resolved. Maybe she got a letter from the bank, you know, explaining the whole situation. That would be the way I would handle it if I was there. In the description, it says bank staff mistakenly stamps customers' international passports visa page. There was mild drama yesterday at Stanbic IBTC branch in Lagos Island after an official of the bank mistakenly stamped the visa page of a customer's international passport. It was gathered that the lady had submitted the passport as part of documents for a transaction. However, when it was returned, she discovered the bank stamp on one of its visa pages. The bank teller issued her a visa. The next video I discovered looks very sinister. Apparently, a bunch of customers were locked inside the bank because they came to complain. Apparently, all of them, they had a same issue, like they had the similar issue, and the bank apparently, allegedly, supposedly locked them inside and left. So like they spent the night in the bank atrium. The video comes in two parts. The person that posted it says GT Bank Ilorin Taiwo branch, probably Taiwo branch. They lock their customer inside the bank because they are camera them after they complain about removing of SMS charges from 2016 till date. Okay, this is the view from inside the bank. It's hard to actually tell what's going on from the video alone. Here's part 2 of the video. Okay, it says GT Bank Ilorin Taiwo Taiwo branch. They complain about removing of SMS charges from 2016 till date, and the bank manager said there is nothing they can do about it. Some people, they remove amount of 10,000 naira each person, while some people 70,000 naira. That's why people shouting on them. I think, yeah, you should shout on them. And funny thing is, many of these, they are savings accounts. The point of a savings account is supposed to help you to save money. But how can you save when you are getting all these incessant debit alerts on your account? And you can't say, okay, this is not a serious issue, because look at the amount of people that are complaining about it in this video alone. This next video shows a similar customer in a different situation aggrieved about incessant debit alerts on his account.
You dey whine me. I come here yesterday, they comot my money. Today 25K. Say na you dey work for me, na you dey die. You no fit receive my money, you dey whine me. Every day they come.
The funny thing about these videos is, if you look at the people in the background, you see just how normal this has become. Look at this other customer just had his hand over his head, casually, like, oh, here we go again. And there's a lady like running to get out of the shot. Some people are not even bothered to look up. Like, they already know what's going on and they are not interested. This next video I discovered is my personal favorite because it involves music. Somebody that was aggrieved with their bank had the amazing idea of getting a live band to perform in front of the bank. I guess that's one way to go. I mean, if you're in the bank and you're complaining and nobody is giving you a listening ear, then I guess the next step is to start a concert outside the bank. From the video, this looks like a full-blown protest because there are people holding placards in the background and there's a whole band. I just think it's crazy that a band would even agree to do this. I mean, they got the speakers, they got everything set up, and it looks like a lit concert actually. Oh my god, what has Nigeria become? I want to imagine that these guys ended up getting arrested or police came to clear up the whole area, because it's very, very bad PR for the bank, one, and it's kind of interrupting their activities. From the video, it looks like it's Fidelity Bank that he's complaining about. That's very ironic. It's like supposed to be a marriage with the customer, right? Even their tagline is "we keep our word." Apparently this guy doesn't feel the same way. In this video, the guitar work is just immaculate.
Fidelity to your father. Fidelity water.
This takes some mobilization. This takes funds for somebody to be pushed to the point that they have to make a live concert about your bank in front of your bank. It means it's an issue that is really affecting them. I hope it was resolved, basically. In the video description, it says man organizes music program with his band in front of Fidelity Bank after they allegedly, reportedly, suspectedly debited him wrongly and refused to refund. The next video is sad. I mean, all the videos are sad if you look at what the customers are going through, but this one is especially sad. A customer kind of collapsed in the bank, like collapsed out of sadness because I guess they were defrauded. Reached the point that he didn't have any words. Like, all he could just say was, "My money, my money, my money." I guess the bank officers have already determined that there's nothing they can do. So it's like other customers or passers-by that are trying to console him. Okay, I'm seeing some placards in the background, so I guess this too was an organized protest. It says UB return. That's probably like UBA return my money. The screenshot says UBA customer collapses after losing money due to alleged suspected reported bank's negligence. There was confusion yesterday at a branch of UBA located at Chevron, Lekki, Lagos State, as a man collapsed after fraudsters emptied his account. According to an eyewitness, the man revealed that he had initially visited the bank to inform the customer care unit to close his account immediately after he lost his phone, but according to him, nothing was done. However, when he returned to the bank again, he discovered that all his money had been wiped off by the suspected fraudsters who got hold of his SIM card through his lost phone. The man who demanded a refund from the bank said he worked so hard for the money, and at a point he became so devastated that he collapsed. And the worst is that, look, he already foresaw this happening, so he went, complained, and he felt that the situation was already taken care of. I think the first thing he should have done is probably deactivate his phone line rather than going to the bank. It might have prevented this. But that does not say that he didn't take recourse. He took recourse, and the bank should have acted proactively. Like, they should have taken this seriously. This is really sad. Times are already hard enough in Nigeria. Like, making money is already hard enough. People do a lot of crazy things for money in this country. In this next video, a customer decided to take matters into their own hands. Literally. Somebody aggrieved with the bank decided to steal one of the bank's printing machines. Maybe his plan was like to print the money back that was lost.
For security, if you want
My brother, there, come. Yeah?
No, me not beg you.
I don't know you. I know you.
Are you people ready to attend to me? Are you people ready to attend to me? I need the money,
Like I say, it was effective. Apparently it was. Like, I mean, somebody came to attend to him after seeing him with their company printer. The caption says this happened at a bank in Asaba, Delta State. The man came to seize the bank's printer for not refunding his money for over 2 months. I mean, the banking sector in Nigeria is already very, very profitable. Look into these issues of incessant debit alerts. Stop overcharging your customers. In this next video, it says the customer took the Terry G approach. I think they are referencing Free Madness.
borrow money with the interest. After bank they confront me. I know the interest when they inside me money. You want to give me my you want to pay me the asset back? I call your money. Since that I'm here, I'm not working. This is why I want to take my money to buy. I'm not be buyer. The interest is there. I want to collect my money now, please. Go, if you want call police will come and arrest me. This time I'm going to prepare myself. I don't prepare myself.
He brought a bell to raise awareness on his issue. The caption says man uses Terry G's approach to demand for his money from a bank in Ogba, Lagos. That's the approach he chose, ringing a bell. These things are happening on a daily basis. I think they are actually happening a lot. The ones that I'm even showing are those that customers, as other customers, were able to capture in the moment. I've witnessed a person with disability like moving from teller to teller and shouting at each of them to get their money back. I'm pretty sure this stuff happens every day. I mean, if you look into the comment section of these videos, you see everybody is complaining that a similar situation happened to them or their family member.
No,
somebody like you talking to you.
Oh my God. Please. That's not that investigation.
No one naira in my account. Oh, said the security guard. I would like to interview a security guard at one of these banks. I'm sure they have stories for days. In the description, it says lady blocks bank's entrance after fraudsters wiped her account. So yeah, it was fraudsters. There was drama yesterday at the Eco Bank branch of Akran, Ikeja, Lagos, as a lady barricaded the door to prevent entry and exit. According to reports, she was protesting the bank's delay in investigating the circumstances surrounding the loss of her money to some fraudsters who sent a fake BVN message to her last week Thursday and stole all her money after she fell for it. So whenever you see like Yahoo boys celebrating and those that look up to Yahoo boys, these are the casualties of their actions. A running theme from the videos I've seen is a whole lot of fraud in the system. The final video for me, I think, is the boldest. is the boldest, not so creative but really bold. It's the oldest tested and tried method. A man stripped to his underwear.
The big thing, let them revise the money and let me go. Let them revise that. What to make use of the money? That money can save a soul. That money can save somebody's soul, somebody's life.
I'm sorry. Like what? I can't even tell if it's a large amount of money or a small amount of money, because he's saying that money can save a soul. The way he says it, it seems like it's a small amount of money, but he did it. The reaction to everybody around him is just so funny. Like, people are not interested. People are done. What? Nigerians are done, bro. Alright, those are the issues, those are the videos. I actually pulled up an article that attempted to explain some of these issues. The article says customers lament, express concerns on indiscriminate charges on bank accounts. Commercial bank customers have raised alarm and expressed concern about indiscriminate and unexplained charges on their accounts by various banks. Razak Jubrin, a customer in one of the banks, said that he usually noticed unexplained deductions in his savings account whenever he carries out a transaction. Sometimes when I recharge my phone through the bank app, I notice certain charges which are not explained. Sometimes they debit you and fail to credit your phone with the airtime purchased, and they hardly ever refund your money until you call their customer service desk or even visit the bank to resolve the transaction. Another bank customer, Yakubu Ibrahim, complained about continuous charges in an account he had not been operating. Some customers complained that ATM machines in many banks were programmed not to dispense more than 10,000 naira at a time to enable them to charge customers who carry out multiple transactions. You know, I never thought of it like that before, because I think they charge you like 35 to 65 naira per transaction. So somebody that needs to withdraw like 200,000, they'll have to withdraw in multiple bundles of 10,000 and be charged for each. Others complain that whenever they make transactions through point of sale service, they get exploited by the banks, as like the POS machines. Recently, the Southeast Amalgamated Markets Traders Association sent a complaint to the CBN over multiple and indiscriminate charges and deductions made by the bank. That's a good one. Yeah, let them know what is going on. They don't know.
You don't know why it's going on.
It said that the banks made deductions and charges for virtually every transaction, ranging from deposits to even confirmation of signature. Whoa ho ho. That is ridiculous. Responding, Mr. Osita Wasiobi, CBN spokesman, advised bank customers with unresolved complaints to contact the CBN. He said that the CBN has since issued a circular on his website showing all legitimate bank charges, adding that any charge outside what was stated in the circular would be illegal. I'm going to link to that circular in the description so everybody can be aware of which charges are legal and which charges are not. A lot of people have said that they've gotten success with some of their complaints if they post the bank to Twitter and tag CBN with their issue, or if you send a mail to them and tag CBN, I think. So yeah, I think CBN is trying to do their best to redress these issues. They are charging you like you owe them money, like you took a loan and they are taking their money back. I really don't get many of these charges. I think diversifying where you keep your money is better than keeping it all in one place. For some of these, like the guy that collapsed in the bank, they have all their money in one bank account, and so when everything goes, it's devastating. The truth is, if you just keep your money in the bank, especially a large amount of money, for some reason the bank just keeps charging that money. Like, you could not use your account for a long time, and next thing you found out that a whole chunk of money has left your account because they just keep charging it and it's just sitting there. Like, why is it being charged so much? And we're even talking about savings accounts now, not to even talk of current accounts. But current accounts, their charges are even more ridiculous. Nowadays, there are some modern alternatives using technology. Kuda Bank, they don't charge you for transactions, at least I think the first 25 transactions in a month, and they actually keep your funds. Like, the amount that you put in there is what you see whenever you check back, so it's just sitting. Also, a recurring thing I saw in a lot of these videos is fraud. You have to protect yourself from internet fraud. Don't be clicking links that you are not sure of. Protect your BVN. Do not give your bank verification number out. Keep it hidden wherever you have it saved. Make sure it's hidden from others. Don't give out your credit card or debit card details anyhow. Let's face it, the more money you have, the more attention is given to you by the bank, the more valuable you are to the bank. That's not to say that those with large amounts of money in the bank don't get defrauded. I mean, there was the case of Innocent, of how GTB Bank was owing him, I think, 8 billion naira, and he won the case in court. So it's not like something that is just affecting the poor. It's something that is affecting everybody in this country. I mean, Dangote even talked about wanting to move his funds abroad to invest, like moving his funds to America. That's just how the system is. So that's the video, guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. I want to ask you to please like and subscribe to this video. If you enjoyed the content, share this video with your friends and family. Is there any other way we can prevent these incessant debit alerts that I don't know of, I didn't talk about in this video? Feel free to share in the comment section. Once again, my name is OB Keeng in the house. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys. Man, my voice sounds good. In the next one.